なんだ、なんだ。Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you for coming to this Sunday service this morning. I understand some people come late this morning. Those people may be watching the World Cup final game this morning. So maybe some people decided to stay home to joining this service via Zoom, via YouTube. Probably maybe they're watching the final game, but congratulations on the Argentina to win 2022 the World Cup, soccer World Cup. So yeah, I was also watching until the second period, but they went to the extra, go to the extras. I couldn't watch the entire game, but I was checking on the computer and cell phone. It's waiting. So then, just before this service starts, we hear the news Argentina won. Then now, okay, now we can begin the service. So then today I was talking about the soccer. So I should prepare my Dharma message on something related to soccer. But today I'm going to talk a little bit about baseball. So let's see. Maybe I showed this before. Have you ever seen this before? This is about 10 years ago. You know, I'm teaching ritual and sutra chanting to those people who wants to become a minister. Then one of the candidates who wants to be a minister gave me this special onenju to express his appreciation to me. So this is a baseball onenju. So maybe next time I should prepare with a soccer ball onenju. So the baseball, you know, each baseball, there's a, how do you call this, stitches? Seams? So do you know how many stitches or seams there are on the baseball? There's a set number. Okay. Well, Nihongo de mo ii yo, Yu-chan. 108. Yes, 108. So according to, you know, of course, probably Little League Baseball or some other baseball probably different, but the official one is, the number is 108 stitches. Do you know why I'm saying this? 108 in Buddhism is, that's a number of our blind human beings' blind passions, the bonno. So this term of bonno, it is good to remember as a Jodo Shinshu follower. We use this bonno terms a lot. The English translation is, I would say, blind passions, our greed, our attachments. So according to the Buddha's teaching, we have 108 attachment, 108 blind passions we have. As a baseball fan and a Buddhist minister, oh, I thought this is something related. But I couldn't find any relationship between baseball and our bonno. So I put this back. So, you know, then at the end of the year, New Year's Eve service, December 31st, we have a Joyae service, New Year's Eve service. Then we ring the bell 108 times. So that's a number of our blind passions, bonnos. So this year, we have a New Year's Eve service on December 31st. That was on Saturday at 12 noon. So if you have time, please come. So I decided to change the time to 12 noon because we used to have a New Year's Eve service at 7 p.m. So 7 p.m., it is really dark outside. If we think about the safety, security of this area, I thought it is better to schedule this Joyae service during the daytime. So that's the reason why I changed the schedule time from 7 p.m. to 12 p.m. 12 noon. So if you have time, please come. So the bonno, I mentioned the bonno, the blind passions, is often translated as a blind passions, which I mentioned. So in Buddhism, it is the cause of human sufferings and human pains. So it is also known as three poisons. So, well, of course, Dharma school, we should all know, three poisons means gas, right? Greed, anger, and stupidity. Well, stupidity is sometimes translated as ignorance. So greed, which distress the heart and mind. That is the bonno, description of the bonno, which our founder Shinran Shonin said. So we are all ordinary beings who are full of blind passions. We all have the blind passions and the bonno. Well, another term it is good to remember is bonbu. In Jodo Shinshu, in our sect of Buddhism, we often use the term of bonno and bonbu. The bonbu means ordinary beings, just like me, who has the three poisons. So that's what we call bonbu, ordinary beings. When I deeply think about myself, I realize that my way of thinking, the words, my actions are always led by the three poisons: greed, anger, ignorances, and bonno. I live my life based on my self-centered mind. The Shakyamuni Buddha taught us that it is the cause of human suffering. It is the cause of human suffering, human pain, and it is the cause of continuing rebirth in the world of delusion, in this world, the world of delusion, the birth and death. So Buddhism is a path to liberate from this cycle of rebirth in this world of delusion, the birth and death. And then Buddhism is a path for attaining enlightenment, for nirvana, attainment of nirvana. So it is the realm, nirvana is a realm where all bonno is vanished. So it is the state of enlightenment, which is peace and tranquility. So the next Sunday, there's no Sunday service because of what? December 25th, national holiday. So there's no Sunday service next Sunday. So this holiday season is when our bonno became extremely active. Don't you think so? Our greed became more active. So manufacturers produce commercials that stir up in people's urge to buy. People become greedy to purchase things which they want. The kids expect to receive many gifts. Even after people obtain an item which they wanted, another new item came up. They again try to get it. If they do not get what they wanted, they are disappointed or get angry. When they see a person who has an item which they want, they are jealous of other people. Furthermore, they cannot give up getting it and think that it is the only way to restrain their anger and jealousy to obtain the item which they want. So their greed became more active and greater, so they get out of control. So it is how human beings suffer and live in this human world. So we, as ordinary beings, the bonbu, human beings, are not able to eliminate all bonno, all the blind passions. We all have it. So we need to find a way to live our lives with having Bonno, blind passions, without losing control ourselves. So it is important for us to pay attention to avoiding our blind passions that may cause us to go to rampage. I think there are some ways to do it. So one is knowing what our blind passions we have, what kind of Bonno we have, and organizing them in our heart and mind. That's one. So please think about your house or your room. Is your house, your room really organized? Yes? Yeah, of course. Yes. If your house and room are organized well, we would be able to find things we need easily. We can find things easily. We don't need to panic to find things. We don't waste our time finding things. We don't waste our money to keep buying the same things, same items. So a couple weeks ago, I went to Japan. Then always I go to the bookstore. Then I found the book I want. I purchased it. I came home, I looked at my bookshelf, I found the same book. I keep buying the same book. So that's, kind of by greedy and ignorance, stupidity. So, that it is important to know what I have. Then it is important to organize it so we can relax and enjoy our life if everything is organized. In the same way, if our Bonno, blind passions are organized in our heart and mind, we would know what Bonno, what attachment we have. So we can prepare for when our Bonno are getting active. We calmly deal with our blind passions because we already know what we have. So it is important to keep reflecting upon ourselves through the Buddha Dharma. This is the key. Listen to the Buddha Dharma. Through the Buddha Dharma, we reflect upon ourselves. It is a way how we are to understand what kind of Bonno, what kind of attachment, what kind of blind passions we have. The second is keeping gratitude in our heart all the time. So gratitude withholds greed and anger from rising. So instead of wanting things which we don't have, we contemplate what we already have. So we often overlook treasures which we already have. We obstruct gratitude when we use our self-centered view. Gratitude rises when we realize that we are not living by ourselves. And that we are living with other people and all living beings. Gratitude is a specific medicine to cure our heart and mind wounded by the three poisons. At the New Year's Eve service, as I mentioned, we ring the bell 108 times. So the number of 108 symbolically tells us how many Bonno, how many blind passions we have. Through the ritual of ringing the bell 108 times, we clean and reorganize our Bonno, our blind passions in our heart and mind, and we express our appreciation to all people and living beings who supported us in 2022. So having this understanding and appreciation in our hearts, we ring the bell and welcome the new year with a fresh heart. So we will prepare, on the New Year's Eve service, we're going to prepare some small gift. So please come to attend the New Year's Eve service as well. Again, the service starts at 12 p.m. this year. So thank you for attending this service today. To conclude my Dharma message, please join me in Gassho, put your hands together. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda, 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 Namanda. ありがとうございました。Thank you.